So, types of game situation. There are basically 5 types of game situation in game theory. Let's start talking about cooperative and non-cooperative games. Cooperative games are the one in which players are convinced to adopt a particular strategy through negotiations and agreements between players. Let us take the examples cited in Prisoner's Dilemma to understand the concept of cooperative games. In case two prisoners had been able to contact each other, then they must have decided to remain silent. Therefore, their negotiation would have helped in solving out the problem. Okay, the next type is normal form and extensive form games. Normal form games refer to the description of game in the form of matrix. Okay, and extensive form games are the one in which description of the game done in the form of decision tree. We'll basically talk about that later. The next thing, simultaneous move games, sequential move games. Simultaneous games are the one in which the move of the two players is simultaneous, which basically means that they move at the same time. And sequential move games is opposite of that. You can understand it by its name. Constant sum, zero sum, non-zero sum games. Constant sum game is the one in which sum of outcome of all players remain constant even if the outcomes are different. Zero sum games is a type of constant game in which the sum of outcomes of all players is zero, which means that the probability of one player or other player winning that game is 1/2. So zero sum game, what are they? Zero sum game. Zero sum games, the gain of one player is always equal to the loss of other player. That's the zero sum game, okay? And the last one is non-zero sum game, can be transformed to zero sum game by adding one dummy player, which is very obvious. And the last type of game situation is symmetric and asymmetric games. In symmetric games, strategies adopted by all players are same. Symmetry can exist in short-term games only because in long-term games the number of options with player increases. On the other hand, asymmetric games are the one in which strategies adopted by players are different. In asymmetric game, the strategies that provide benefit to one player may not be equally beneficial for the other player. So that's it, guys. This is the 5 different types of game situations.